goal has always been to never make the same record twice, the same record twice, the same record twice. Sharkbite Studios, once again, August 21st, kicking it. Yours truly rocking it. Guitar boat over there, rig going. D-Dizzle and Clizzle, Marcus O'Keatonus. First day. That's right. The Dave Cam mount right there. There we go, the fisheye.
Dang, dude.
No anaphylaxis.
No anaphylaxis from the yellow jacket. Satanic yellow
can
jacket
happen.
bite.
Guys die from stuff like that.
I know, man.
However, I'm immortal.
All right.
Fine.
He survived the yellow jacket.
Yes. Bring
Severe
them on.
yellow jacket attack.
Bring them on. I'm ready to go back and burn the nest to the goddamn ground.
So recording the drum tracks. Basically, me and Rob, we kind of did the same thing we did for pretty much all our records. We do, once we're done with the writing process, we do like a, we'll start going in like the last month, you know, a couple days a week, and basically just doing pre-production with drum stuff, and just working on different things. Maybe there's a couple things that are kind of clashing with whatever Rob's singing, but you know, we pretty much try everything. Or you know, Rob has a lot of good ideas as far as he can think drums, he just can't play them, and so he'll have this idea in his head, and so I'll try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's just kooky.
You know what I'm totally missing now? I like your now I'm hearing that every time it goes by.
Go back after we recorded the basic song on the drums, and then just try different fills here. You know, I'd come into the studio, you know, a day later and go, hey man, there's this one thing on this one part I want to try. This time around we wanted to try, you know, as far as like getting drum tones and stuff, we want to get away as much as we can without, you know, doing the usual metal kind of drum triggering stuff and all that. So we spent a good 3 days just on A-Bing different mics, different heads, even different drum sets. I brought down like 4 of my drum sets, and in the end it ended up being totally the right thing to do. So once we got to tracking, everything went really smooth. Basically in a couple of days we had everything ready to go. We did some for the intro song for Clinching, we did some we wanted to have for the intro, it's kind of like I think the vibe's kind of Civil War-ish, you know, so I wanted to make it sound like there's a whole drum line of people coming, you know, like marching over the hill or whatever, you know.
out there? Security?
It's a good time doing it like that because you get to just try different things. And so probably total 4 days of, everything.
I know that for Dave and I, we were really kind of freaking out on Rush. And not that we haven't been influenced by Rush in the past, but we were really freaking out on Rush. And for me in particular, lyrically, they were definitely, Neil Peart was very, very inspiring to me, especially the lyrics off of that Farewell to Kings and, the lyrics off of Permanent Waves and Spirited Radio and, just kind of, but in particular, I think more than any other record at this point was the influence of A Farewell to Kings, very, very clever written, but, very much about political stuff and, but kind of subtly, they subtly tried to change the background of things, but, ultimately it was about modern times and it's amazing how timeless those lyrics are.
Cool. Cool. So that's all I got for that one.
Okay.
That one's still got a bit of a writing curve to go.
Gotcha.
That's horrible.
Joe, hey Joe, this is Rob from Machine Head. Hey, I was wondering if you guys had some, we're looking to pick up a couple of Marshall 1960 BVs. They're the vintage flat, straight front. Yeah. Nice. We had a minor fuck up this morning. We realized that we plugged into the 4 ohm input jack of the cabinet instead of the 16 ohm mark. But to his credit,
Fucking Keaton!
although he did plug it in, so but we then realized that the cab might be kind of fucked sounding. So we got some new cabs from Guitar Center. Thanks a lot, Vince. And it could be one of those mistakes that ends up for the good of all. It could be just a killer thing and got some killer guitar tones. So we're gonna find out. Get into the new cab. That tone's fucking sick.
Coming off of the Ashes cycle, we're pretty stoked to get writing for what would become the Blackening. Even in interviews, press and stuff, that I remember Adam and I both saying that, Ashes is great, we love this album, but wait till the next one. The next one, us 4 writing as a unit together for the whole time. So we were really, really looking forward to getting in and writing the Blackening.
And that was a big inspiration for us to try and test, challenge, push the boundaries of what a regular song could be. Right now we've got, this is the first time on any album we've ever had where we have a 10-minute song and we have 3 10-minute songs. So it's it's a new and exciting challenge for us, but at the same time it's kind of whoa, scary. I hope everybody, I hope people can wrap their head around this because it's been a challenge, but it's amazingly somehow we've managed to pull it off.
So I just don't know how to transition that and then have those guitars go away quickly and still have these other guitars doing this other thing. Because it's 4 guitars going.
In having a 10-minute song, that it couldn't just be riff soup for 10 minutes. It needed to have a structure and it needed to have a theme that you continually went back to and you went, oh, there's that chorus, or oh, there's that riff, or oh, there's that thing that reminded you, oh yeah, it's still a song. took us a while to get there during the recording process because it was such a fucking ambitious thing to do. But you know, it's been really fucking cool, man.
But they told me this was a fucking vintage tube
Yeah, right.
2 fucking Guitar Center. Fucking Canada.
Solo-wise with this record, I think that Rob and I are having a good time and just really pushing ourselves. And it's kind of a competition, but not really. We're just kind of pushing each other, and it's just kind of, it's good for both of us to kind of push us in that way. So I think that we'll be digging it for sure. Cool kind of coming in and recording some of the solos, the aesthetic song. Rob had his Dime guitar that Dime had given him, and he was doing his solo on that, you know, and I did mine on like my Rhodes guitar, you know, and you know, so it was a cool kind of like Guitar Hero vibe going on, you know, aura going on in the studio around that song, and it's just such a powerful tune in and amongst itself, and then to add those kind of elements to it was kind of like we were looking at each other going, I want to do them, you know, with the Rhodes and, you know, the Dime guitar, so it's just kind of like a cool, you know, kind of feeling going on with that. But writing as a band, it was really cool because Dave was bringing on ideas, and, you know, Adam was coming up with some stuff, and it was cool, just it was really fun jamming wise. So
I think with this record, especially early on, you know, the writing process with Phil being there the whole period, as opposed to on Through the Ashes where he just kind of came in for the last 3 months. You know, it was a lot more kind of guitar oriented again. It was a lot more into like harmonies and octaves and like, you know, kind of the interplay happening between us in addition to all those other things.
There it was. Pussy can't even get a pinch harmonic. Pussy!
Much confused, so fucking far from perfect. My mind went from abuse. There's something fucking wrong. When war takes sons and daughters,
Rob's been saying, and I agree, it's like a roller coaster ride. You know, it's got peaks and valleys and just, you know, all kinds of dynamics and stuff. Adam and Rob have really taken on this vocal team together with harmonies and stuff, and the melodies that they've come up with is killer. You know, they're so advanced in like the vocals now that I think that really sets us apart. It's just, they sound like songs and they're memorable and pretty hooky but still being metal. I mean, this is a metal album if there ever was one.
Told me to put you want to go over what you did
either that or put me on another open track, or it's like
Okay, I'll just put you on
I don't even know if like this is gonna work over the bass line we have there. I'm just trying fucking some new shit.
The Blackening is kind of a continuation of the nothing to lose attitude that we took on the last record that we did. I think it's got the same kind of fire that we started when we started making music as a band in the first place. I think that just totally translated into the music, and you feel it. I mean, there's a hunger, almost a starvation that takes on a kind of a life of its own, and we've totally continued that on this record. We all basically came up with ideas and stuff, but we didn't have any kind of preconceived notions of what we should do. We just went with what felt right when we made this last record, and just made it for ourselves with the idea that we were not gonna make music for any other reason than the feeling that we get from it. And as you get older, you don't have as much to prove to anybody, and this is basically for us, by us. Our fans love what we do because of that fact. We do it for us, and we do it honestly for us, and so we end up with something that we feel deeply, and that translates to the fans. They feel it as deeply.
Whatever you want to do.
That sounds good, man. Alright. I'm just gonna go with the flow and ride the fucking snake. I got my snake spurs on, and I got my snake saddle, and I'm fucking ready to ride the snake.
Your snake charmer. You're gonna ride your snake.
A month ago, we have this big party, invite all these kids down, and a bunch of our kids, a bunch of fans from the board come down to sing on the record, and it's killer night. We get everybody to like sing this one part, big anti-war anthem, clenching the fists of dissent. They're doing it. It's fucking kick-ass. They're doing great. We got girls, and it's great.
Yeah, they're making fun of you. All those dudes think we're gonna suck. So show them who the fucking man is. Who's got balls, huh? Yeah.
Yeah! What's up? Fuck you! Fuck you! Sky rockets in place! Afternoon delights! I've been waking in the morning to my
No, that's how it goes.
So everybody gets trashed. You got the fucking gigantor bottle of vodka and 3 cases of beer, and everybody just gets wasted. And so I end up sleeping at the studio because I get so trashed. It was the type of thing where you'd get over a hurdle and you could kind of start to see the big picture even more. And then you got over that next hurdle and you could see the big picture even more. And there was a lot of hurdles, but every time you did it, it just made you go, fuck, that's what it's gonna be like, Like for the whole time I was making the record, it just kind of seemed like we were putting together this puzzle forever, and like the whole center of the puzzle, we were like, okay, where's that part? Like not finding it, and finally you get to that one down and you're just like, there it is. This album is, by far the most ambitious thing we've ever attempted, we're jokingly referring to it, I've said it a bunch of times, but like we're kind of jokingly referring it to like the wall of thrash metal, Pink Floyd's The Wall. It's just, there's just so many harmonies and octaves and complicated riffs and quiet dynamics and passages and super busy metal mayhem that, it really does gotta be like fucking, perfect basically, or as perfect as, it can be. One thing that a lot of people have been asking kind of what the Blackening is about, and for me, I think the thing that sums up what the Blackening is about is the album artwork that we chose. It was this, it's called a metal carving from the 1600s. This very crude form of art that came out that I believe, from what I understand, was put out by like the church as kind of like a form of propaganda to kind of, you know, deter people from, you know, this is the consequence of sinning, and this is, you know, kind of, it's like, it was more like visions of hell, and, you know, it was always very kind of scary stuff. And
one of the main decisions that we made as to why we wanted to use it was that, you know, this image was something that's been around for 400 years. We felt it was this timeless statement that really captured a lot of the anger that we felt 400 years later, and that timeless statement is what epitomized what the Blackening was.
The mirror which flatters not. You know, in many ways, it summed up everything that the Blackening is about. It's about holding up a mirror to myself and not seeing, you know, not liking what I see in the reflection. It's holding a mirror up to you, and it's about holding a mirror up to society and not liking what we see in the reflections.
What are you guys doing today?
Trying to practice.
Yeah.
Keyword, trying to practice.
You think it'll work? Do you think you guys should be going on tour so soon?
I'm telling you, dude.
Don't you think you guys should probably
3 practices and we're out.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
3 practices, dude.
Yeah. It'll click, dude. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Those kids in Salt Lake, dude, they won't know what's going on.
Nah,
They'll be
suckers.
like, I came here to see Machine Head.
Man, finishing up a killer record like we just did, we're always like raring to get out on the road and play it for everybody, if not ourselves, you know, getting back and playing these songs again and just seeing how they go over live, seeing if, you know, people react to them the way we're reacting to them. You know, we're looking forward to another long year or so of touring.
We're gonna come out and be the best Machine Head that we can be. Once we have the finished product, we all look around at each other and we know it. It's an obvious thing.
I think that, you know, we have such a loyal fan base that, you know, I think that they've been waiting for this album. We're stoked to get on the road, man, and just bring it to people, and the whole live experience. I think this band has just built its reputation as a you know, an amazing live band, and so bringing these songs to the stage like that, we're just stoked to get it out there and for people to listen to it.
It's killer, you know. It's one of those things where, and that seems to be just like the whole, as a whole, you know, got all this tough stuff you got to get through, but then the end result is fucking incredible, you know. So, and maybe that's a metaphor for life, but that's the metaphor for the Blackening.
So they feel it's part of your obligation to fulfill when you see you on the streets face to face and you for real.
Get that goddamn camera off me.
Violation, any hesitation to get you killed. If you feel it, kill it. You conceal it, reveal it.
Get that goddamn camera out of my fucking face.
Shit, dude, Rozell's got nothing on you.
No.
Damn, dude.
No.
Being reasonable will leave you full of bullets. Pull it, squeeze it till it's empty. Tempt me, push me, pussies. I need a good reason to give the trigger a good squeeze.
Are you filming that? Dude, get that goddamn camera out of my fucking face.